Now, many of us have spent so much time in that space of frustration, we can't see anything hopeful in the future. But, as we've said many times on this program, your focus becomes your reality. When you focus on frustration, what do you think your reality becomes? It's a reality that's filled with obstacles and disappointment. How then do you shift your focus so that you can deal with that frustration in a way that leads to joy in your life and the lives of the other singles in your stake? Well, the first step is to stop focusing on what others are not doing and start focusing on what you yourself can do. Agency is the second most underappreciated gift of God after the atonement. And when you think about it, the way many singles are acting is pretty ridiculous. I mean, think about this. Many singles are waiting for their stake leaders to take some action before they do anything. Like, no matter how often they alert their leaders to what their preferred outcomes look like, they get frustrated that their leaders refuse to give them the permission they think they need to live their life. Think about this. They're waiting for some other person to give them permission before they start living their life. That's pretty crazy to me. Now, the fix for that, of course, is easy to identify. Stop waiting for anyone to give you permission before you start living your life. I understand that the culture inside the church is largely one of, top down directives. I mean, it is a kingdom after all. But the General Handbook of Instructions does not prohibit any LDS single from getting together with other LDS singles and forming their own group that provides for its own needs. If anything, the many decades in which leaders have taught the principle of self-reliance could be leveraged in support of such an action. So I'm recommending that as a first step, stop waiting for someone to give you permission before you start living your life and start living your life. If your leaders won't, give you the go ahead to organize something officially, then organize something unofficially. People have needs and they shouldn't have to wait through some bureaucratic process before they get met. We should act to meet their needs, to reach out after the one. And, if our leaders, for whatever reason, don't have the vision today, that's not going to stop me from reaching out my hand and helping somebody else today. Now, of course, singles should not conspire to do anything which the handbook clearly prohibits, right? Even though you're an unofficial group, don't cross the bounds of what the handbook says. It's like don't go over there, but don't go over there, right? I mean, you want to try to keep this as legit as you can. And yes, what we do as singles would be better if we had local leaders approve it, if they would just show their support, right? I mean, think about this. It's like it's not a huge ask. It's like we present them with a program, say this is what we want to do. They look over it and they give it the rubber stamp. I mean, if they see any red flags, by all means, let's talk about that and resolve whatever concerns are had. But you know, if there are no red flags, nothing to be concerned about it. Everything's okay. Put your rubber stamp on it. Let us get about our business. I mean, it's not a huge ask, and yet some leaders are just. I understand being super busy, but I don't see how that's asking a lot of you. Still, if you're in that situation, I'm saying my recommendation, the first step is don't wait for them to give you permission before you start acting, right? We all either act or acted upon, and it's our choice which we are. And I'm saying there's a lot more joy to add in your life if you choose to act, right? I mean, it may be that you need to do your own thing for a while before you can get that rubber stamp approval. I mean, these are, after all, very busy men, even though I don't think a rubber stamp's all that all that intrusive, but what do I know? So if you approach them with a history, of successful singles group, along with a pitch of, we just want to keep doing this with your blessing going forward. All we need is your rubber stamp. I mean, okay, you got the history, so you've got evidence that says you're doing something good. It can be easier to get that approval, and maybe that's what you need to do initially. you know, develop a track record as an unofficial singles group, and then use that to leverage your way to get approval for becoming an official singles group. So that's the first step. Just don't wait. Start acting today.